What a beautiful morning it is today. And I have this book. It's called Last Stop on Market Street. Very colorful book. It's written by Matt De La Pena and pictures by Christian Robinson. Do you hear the birds? They are really singing a lot today. CJ pushed through the church doors, skipped down the steps. The outside air smelled like freedom, but it also smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. He ducked under his Nana's umbrella, saying, "How come we gotta wait for the bus in all this wet?" "Trees get thirsty too," his Nana told him. "Don't you see that big one drinking through a straw?" CJ looked for a long time, but he never saw the straw. Kind of looks like a straw, doesn't it? The trunk. From the bus stop, he watched water pool on flower petals, watched rain patter against the windshield of a nearby car. His friend Colby climbed in, gave CJ a wave, and drove off with his dad. "Nana, how come we don't got a car?" "Boy, what do we need a car for? We got a bus that breathes fire, and old Mr. Dennis, who always has a trick for you." The bus creaked to a stop in front of them. It sighed and sagged, and the doors swung open. Do you think this is why she said the bus breathes fire? Because there's a dragon on the side of it? Have you ever ridden a bus? Maybe a school bus, maybe a city bus, or a tour bus. I think they're kind of fun to ride. Lots of different people, and you can maybe pretend to know, maybe think, "Oh, I wonder where they're going. Are they going off to work? Are they going to Dollywood? Where are they going?" "What's that I see?" Mr. Dennis asked. He pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear, placed it in his palm. Nana laughed her deep laugh and pushed CJ along. They sat right up front. The man across the way was tuning a guitar, and an old woman with curlers had butterflies in a jar. Nana gave everyone a great big smile and a good afternoon. She made sure CJ did the same. See, like I said, it's fun to see what different people are doing on the bus. Playing a guitar, having a jar of butterflies. The bus lurched forward and stopped. Lurched forward and stopped. Nana hummed as she knit. "How come we always gotta go here after church?" CJ said. "Miguel and Colby never have to go anywhere." "I feel sorry for those boys," she told him. "They'll never get a chance to meet Bobo or the sunglass man. And I hear Trixie got herself a brand new hat." CJ stared out the window, feeling sorry for himself. He watched cars zip by on either side, watched a group of boys hop curbs on bikes. A man climbed aboard with a spotted dog. CJ gave up his seat. "How come that man can't see?" "Boy, what do you know about seeing?" Nana told him. "Some people watch the world with their ears." "That's a fact, their noses too," the man said, sniffing the air. "That's a mighty fine perfume you're wearing today, ma'am." Nana squeezed the man's hand and laughed her deep laugh. What do you think think that means that sometimes people see with their ears if they can't see. Well, when you lose one of your senses, because we have 5 senses, our eyes, our sight, our hearing, our taste, our touch. What's our 5th sense? Our smelling. So we have all those different senses. And if we don't use one, then the other ones get stronger and more powerful. 2 older boys got on next. CJ watched as they moved on by and stood in the back. Sure wish I had one of those, he said. Nana set down her knitting. What for? You got the real live thing sitting across from you. Why don't you ask the man if he'll play us a song? So the boy was saying he wished he had like an iPod or an iPhone to listen to music. But his Nana said, just ask the man with the music. So CJ didn't have to. The guitar player was already plucking strings and began to sing. To feel the magic of music, the blind man whispered, I like to close my eyes. Nana closed hers too. So did CJ and the spotted dog. And in the darkness, the rhythm lifted CJ out of the bus, out of the busy city. He saw sunset colors swirling over crashing waves, saw a family of hawks slicing through the sky, saw the old woman's butterflies dancing free in the light of the moon. CJ's chest grew full, and he was lost in the sound, and the sound gave him the feeling of magic. So he was just sitting back, listening to the music and letting his imagination go. The song ended and CJ opened his eyes. Everyone on the bus clapped, even the boys in the back. Nana glanced at the coin in CJ's palm. CJ dropped it in the man's hat. And here's a new term for you I just learned a couple of years ago. It's called busking. So if you ever see someone out on a street and they've got a guitar or a saxophone or something, and then they have some kind of jar or case to collect money, that's called busking. Last stop on Market Street, Mr. Dennis called. CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling sidewalks and broken down doors, graffiti-tagged windows and boarded-up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. How come it's always so dirty over here? She smiled and pointed to the sky. Sometimes when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness for what's beautiful. CJ saw the perfect rainbow arching over their soup kitchen. He wondered how his Nana always found beautiful where he never even thought to look. He looked all around them again, at the bus rounding the corner out of sight, and the broken street lamps still lit up bright, and the stray cat's shadows moving across the wall. See the rainbow? When he spotted their familiar faces in the window, he said, I'm glad we came. Did you catch where they're at? They're at what's called a soup kitchen, or maybe a food pantry, and they're helping give food out to people that are hungry. He thought his Nana might laugh, her deep laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on the head and told him, Me too, CJ. Now, come on. It's wonderful to help people who are in need and to think about helping other people. Do you like to help people? How do you feel when you help people? Is there anybody you could help today? Have a great day.